Today is a big day, one of the biggest and most important in the 12-year history of my channel. I have announcements. Two very big changes that I am thrilled to share with you. They've been a long time in the making. Let's get right down to it with the changes, and then I'll tell you why, which is the most important part. Announcement number one, memberships. They're ending, mostly. Let me explain. Since the beginning of my channel, there has been a membership component. First on my website, then we added Patreon, and then when YouTube channel memberships came to be, we added that. It's been a lot to maintain, and more importantly, it has over time created a certain level of confusion amongst you viewers out there. Two notes here. By memberships, I mean those of you that are paying to see additional content, like my complete photography courses. And for you members, if you're hearing about this change for the first time, I shared a video for you a few days ago explaining what you can expect during this transition and how to retain access to my courses. There is a link to that video in the description of this video. On a related note, Snapcheck.com and my page on Patreon will be going away. I know some of you are accustomed to navigating my content there. From now on, you can find my videos on youtube.com/thesnapcheck, or I am working on a new website, Leigh.tv. All content starting now will be posted there, but again, you can also find all of my videos on YouTube as well. In fact, if you click the subscribe button and hit the bell, you should be notified by YouTube when I post a new video. And of course, I will be around on social media. Following me on Instagram is the best place. You can find me there as Snapcheck. I said a moment ago that memberships are mostly ending. YouTube channel memberships will continue to be available. For now, it's the only way for someone who was not already a member to see my complete photography courses. And once I roll those out to everyone here on the channel, I'll explain that in a minute because it is so very exciting, I will leave those memberships available with a single benefit, a priority email address where I answer your questions in depth, or look at your work, or you can give me suggestions for future content, or we can just talk photography. I receive a lot of emails and comments and messages every day, so that priority email address helps me see member emails right away. About those complete photography courses. These courses, they're my pride and joy. I spent a lot of time on each one to make sure that they cover everything that you need to know from start to finish, from beginner to seasoned photographer. Until now, they have been exclusive to members only. However, I will be releasing those to everyone here on the channel for no cost. In addition to that, I will be taking a hard look at other past members-only content, seeing what was popular and what is relevant today and helpful in today's photography landscape. And I'll release it for everyone. It'll take some time for me to get all those courses and those other videos released. We're looking at 12 years worth of projects here, but I'm working on it. And I'll share videos and post on social media when each goes live. To summarize this membership change, so we can move on to another exciting change in store for the channel, I'm releasing previously members-only content, like courses, to everyone, but it won't be immediate. If you do want access to those courses right now, or if you want more direct access to me via email, or if you simply want to support this channel in a monetary way, there is still a channel membership option. There is a link in the description to learn more about channel membership. The big question I want to answer now is, why? And this is where I'm probably going to have trouble keeping myself together. Thousands of you have helped my channel financially, some for over a decade. I can't put into words how much that means to me. You've allowed me to pursue my art in a way that I absolutely would not have been able to do if I was also trying to keep an office job or photograph weddings or portraits every week. And you've allowed me to focus on my family in a way that I've never even talked about here on the channel, but that is the most important thing in the world to me. It's okay, we'll get through this. I've been able to travel. I've been able to indulge both my creative and my technical sides. I have said countless times in members-only videos, if you weren't here, I wouldn't be here. Members made it possible for me to devote the time that I have devoted to this channel over the years. But honestly, I don't even think that answered why. So let me tell you a story. Honestly, in the beginning, this channel was just one idea of many that Raymond and I put into motion. Our anticipated failure window was like 3 weeks. Who knew if I'd actually like teaching to a camera as much as I enjoyed teaching face-to-face? And YouTube was brand new back then. It certainly didn't have a way to monetize videos. There were very few people talking about photography. But from the outset, people were asking how they could support the channel and the site. Being a startup, we worked quickly to make those options available, and more of you joined, and then more after that, and we knew we were onto something. After that, manufacturers took notice, and we forged some great relationships and sponsorships over the years. In short, it's been a wild ride. And that brings me to the why. Because of that support from so many of you, we're now in a position to flip the script, to sunset some of those membership options. We want people to be able to contribute if they wish, and believe me, it helps a lot, but it's not make or break for us anymore to have those different membership options available, nor to keep new content behind a paywall. So that's the why. We can, and so we will. You out there, our early investors, have made it possible for us to share everything now with everyone. We spent over a year seriously thinking about this with many different possibilities discussed, and this is the option that just felt the most right to us, and I think it benefits you all the most. There's a second big change to announce now. It's all about content. Being a photography YouTuber can be a rat race. It can be a grind. And at times, there's high pressure to keep up with brands and camera announcements, and sooner or later, it becomes so much about gear, those announcements, and those shiny new things that photography, and by that I mean the art of photography, can get lost in the shuffle. Even though I put my all into every single gear review, I treated each one as an art project. In the end, that art ended up taking a back seat to technical specifications. While gear is fun and necessary for photography, to me it is secondary to capturing photos, and my future videos will reflect that. I'm trying to align my beliefs and my actions, if you will. Art and photography techniques first, gear second, or third. I will talk about cameras, sometimes brand new ones. I just shared a project where I used the new Leica M11, but always after I've had it in my hands, even if that's after launch. There are plenty of other channels that highlight gear on launch day, and I have no problem bringing attention to those channels as a source for you to learn about that new gear. What I mean is that I will only be accepting gear that makes sense for a project that I already have in mind, and the videos I share will be about those projects and maybe how the gear supported them, rather than about the gear. Again, like that M11 project I shared a few days ago. This is a big change. With so many gear releases in the last year, I was scrambling to do any projects other than gear reviews. I tried to strike a balance for a while between telling a story and reviewing the gear, but telling a story is so much more time-consuming and brain power consuming for me than just another review. So I'm drawing a line in the sand. No more straight reviews. No more taking as many launch day gear loaners as I can possibly manage. And no more spec sheets. You'll see photography and videography projects, and I may discuss how a particular piece of gear supported me in it. Or you may see me using new or old gear for different things that I'm doing, but again, no more reviews. To give you an idea of what's coming soon, Raymond is producing a video where we discuss our new MacBooks and how they are integral to our workflow. And we have a trip to Bryce Canyon coming soon that will be focused on photography and videography. This truly is an exciting day for me, and I hope for you. So let's summarize and wrap it up. There is now one membership option, my YouTube channel membership. The one perk is the priority email address, and that is also the best way to access my courses for right now. And if you start or keep a channel membership to keep supporting my channel financially, that's a-okay. All new video content though, training videos, ebooks, and anything else I come up with will be available to all viewers though. Selected past paywalled content will be evaluated and relaunched for things that I decide meet my new standard of photography and art first. And I may talk about gear or certain specifications, but only in the content of how it helps you create your art out in the real world. In short, it's back to basics. Last, I can't thank you all enough. All viewers have helped, and those who have joined the site, Patreon, or the channel over the past 12 years, those of you that have joined all three, you are why I'm here talking today about photography. I can't thank you enough, and you're the reason why I can take the channel to where I really want to instead of where I have felt like I had to. So thank you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.